Hello, everybody, and I hope y'all are having an amazing day. If y'all didn't know, Baby Metal, of course, dropped their fourth album last week called Metal Fourth, with a collaboration of a bunch of different artists on the album and about, I think 2 or 3 of their own just fully Baby Metal songs. And in true fashion on the channel, as we've done in the past, I'm going to, of course, dive into the rest of this album like I have done for albums 1 through 3. So this first one is going to be an incredible song, I have a feeling, because this is Sunset Kiss featuring Polyphia. And a true Baby Metal fan knows that they've collaborated with them before on what I consider one of my favorite songs from Baby Metal, Brand New Day. So I have high expectations for this follow-up track with these guys together. So let's not waste any more time and dive straight in. Here we go. Oh. Yes, let's go. Oh my gosh, there is something truly special about Tim and Scott. The two of them together as guitarists are just so good. I mean, they're truly out here like transforming the way that we hear guitar rhythms and guitar solos and everything. I mean, they're truly pioneers in the guitarist world right now. And just the way they play is just truly spectacular and so special. And like when you combine that with the power of what Baby Metal has already, you're just putting together pure magic. That's what you're doing at this point. I mean, my God. Okay, bring on the vocals. Let me hear my girl Sue. Let's go, baby. Yeah, bring a little bit of chugginess. That's gotta be Scott, probably. Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry, like we were just about to get in the chorus, but if you listen closely there, you can hear how the vocals from Sue like follow along directly with that rhythm from the guitar. You can hear like the from Sue, because sorry, I don't know what she's saying because it's Japanese. And then you hear like the guitar going do 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 do. It's so cool. Listen closely. Oh. I love, like, not just obviously the fact that we have Polyphia and Baby Metal back together again, but I love that this is like the perfect follow-up to Brand New Day. This song is on that same level. The only thing I will say is I love this song. Don't get me wrong, but I will say Brand New Day just had a little bit slightly catchier chorus for me. Like this one still feels very like that Polyphia, maybe like Baby Metal combination that I really loved from Brand New Day. I'm still getting those vibes for sure. But it's interesting, like the way Sue is singing this song is almost kind of a little bit pushed back. Like I feel like she's not giving, like for some reason there's not that strong, powerful, higher vocal melody we got when we were doing Brand New Day. Because like in Brand New Day, it's like the brand new day. You just feel that power that Sue has. Where this one's like more like the and then of course she does do this and bring it up a little bit there, but even there she could have gone maybe even a little bit higher. I don't know. This just maybe I'm being too like critical because like I love Brand New Day so much, so I wanted this one to be on that level, if not better. But like I said, I still love the song. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, I think for me right now, I mean, like I said, we're only about halfway through ish. But right now, Brand New Day is still. I think I like that collaboration a little bit more with these guys all together. But regardless, they're crushing it. Tim and Scott together, with Scott bringing in the chugginess and Tim bringing his just incredible, melodic rhythm guitaring that he has. It's so good. And I love almost like these little, like, almost like space sounds we kind of have mixed in too. During the chorus too, and kind of in the verses, that I'll point out here. Let me go back a little bit. There's a couple of like space sounds. I don't know how else to describe them that come in, and it's really dope also. But yeah, let's keep going. I'm intrigued to see how this keeps going. That so cool. Ooh, that was sick. Sees that part right there. Da, da, da. It would have been. I feel like she could have gone a little bit higher, like a banana, like just a little bit high, like a little bit higher, a little bit more power in that part there. And it would have been like so, like more like almost chill, like inducing. I don't know. It's like it's interesting. Like they kind of tone it back for some reason. This song, it seems like. But maybe, like I said, I'm curious to see if you guys agree with me, because maybe I'm just crazy. But it seems like it's just like she's like toning back her vocals when we know she has such a powerful vocal in most of the songs they do. I don't know. It's interesting. Fuck me. That's how you do a fucking guitar solo. That is insane. Like, it's not like this heavy, like, metal, like, guitar solo like we'd have in, like, something like Road of Resistance. Like we have, like, when they did a collaboration with Dragon Force. But it's a really dope fucking, like, progressive, like, almost like progressive rock, like, guitar solo. And it's really, like, what really makes Polyphia shine as a very, in my opinion, very industry moving, we'll say, band, that they're really changing the way we know this, like, progressive rock sound, in terms of just, like, they bring something so special that nobody's ever done before, and they're really just defying the way that guitar solos have basically developed over the years, in terms of, like, having metal ones versus, rock, guitar solos, even, like, ones, even, like, from, like, punk rocks, like, guitar solos. They're really kind of bringing in this, guitar solo sound that we've never heard before. And they're just completely reshaping what rock kind of sounds like, in a way. It's fucking sick as hell. I mean, honestly, this is honestly a very strong follow-up to Brand New Day, for sure. I'm loving it. This is amazing. They should have held that out a little bit longer. That'd been so dope if they would have held it out for like the first part of that chorus, where it was just Sue with just the guitars there for a moment, instead of just that like just quick 2 seconds. It would have been so cool to have that moment there. Oh man, so close. See, just like that. Then bring it in. Oh, that would have been so cool. Come on, guys, missed opportunity. Yes. Ooh, cut the vocals there. That's cool. Ooh, cutting everything at the end there just to focus on Sue for a minute. That's a cool moment at the end of the song. I like that a lot. That was a cool little moment. Yeah. This is a sick song. I can't deny it. This was a great follow up. This was phenomenal. Like I said, I still think that Brand New Day had just a slightly better chorus, just because of the fact that we really get that power that Sue is known for when she does her singing. But this one really feels like a very acceptable follow-up, we'll say. I feel like, I think for me it was almost like for Brand New Day, that was like Baby Metal's like shining moment, maybe because of the fact it was just Tim and Scott being featured. But this time around, because it seems like it was the full Polyphia band there, I think there was more like this was Polyphia's moment to shine as their collaborator. And then obviously Sue still shines, of course, but that's kind of like the vibes, I feel like. Where I feel like last time it was like, because it was Baby Metal featuring, Scott and Tim, where this was like Baby Metal and Polyphia, you'd almost have like the perfect balance of the two of them, where like they both got to shine. And I think that they both did so very successfully. It really hoped that they give us a music video for this, because the Brand New Day music video was so cool, and I feel like this one could have a sick ass like music video. And I feel like this one definitely will get one. I have a feeling. I'd be very surprised if they don't, because it seems like I think they've given us a music video for every single like collaborator that they've done so far. This was like the last collaboration they did for the album that hasn't got one yet, I think. I'm pretty sure. Am I forgetting one? I think so. I'm almost positive. But regardless, all I know is this song was fucking phenomenal. It's just true, just Baby Metal shining, and then just bringing in the just incredible instrumentation of Polyphia, and just makes for the perfect song, honestly. I mean, this is the thing, is like, Baby Metal handpicked like some of the best collaborators, because they picked up and coming metal and rock bands that really are like the perfect ones for them to almost kind of show some love to. Like, we know how like massive Electric Callboy is. We know that Slaughter to Prevail is on the rise right now, is one of the like crazy like deathcore technically bands right now. Polyphia is on the rise. Even like Bloody Wood's on the rise lately. Like, they didn't just go out and say like, let's find like the most popular metal like bands out there we could collaborate with. It's like they were like, who's trending right now and who are bands that are on the rise that we could collaborate with. And I think that's a great way to have gone about this album, is to really find those like bands that they kind of had inspiration with, or who are on the rise, to basically kind of say like, hey, look, we're not just going to follow with the trend. We're going to bring in people that are going to defy the way Baby Metal sounds and push us to the limits. The fact that, to collaborate with a German Eurostep metalcore band with Electric Callboy, to collaborate with a very Indian inspired, Bloody Wood, then bringing in, somebody like almost deathcore, like with Slaughter to Prevail. They really tapped into all these different genres to really push the boundaries of Baby Metal, and for us to kind of be introduced into like, we're going to be going into this entirely new era of Baby Metal. And so to say goodbye to the past era, we're basically going to collaborate with a bunch of these people to really experiment with what we can get away with and push the boundaries of what Baby Metal can bring going forward with number 5, with the 5th album, whenever we get that. But anyways, phenomenal album, phenomenal song. phenomenal album also so far, I should say. But what I was gonna say is phenomenal song, and I cannot wait to hear the next one. I think the next one will be the one. It might be one of the ones that's just them. So I'm excited to hear some new Baby Metal that's just them, especially with the permanent member Momo now being there. But anyways, with that being said, if y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, click it down below. I'll go ahead and place my reaction playlist for Baby Metal over here, and you can try my most recent reaction over here. As always, thank you all so much for watching, show love, support, and I will see you all in the next video. Alright guys, bye!